item ahead of this Morphling.
We've been seeing a lot of safe lane Magnus, and you've got Primal Roar, you have your RP, like the control is certainly there. As Ace and Fishman going back and forth, you've got the rest of GG coming around, and they will get first blood, so Tofu will get credit for first blood. Fishman gets caught a little bit too far out on this Undying. Not enough stolen strength, not enough health
Available. Entity, I would say, doing okay in this off lane. Mid's doing fine as well. Not as much farm. Kataomi does the same thing again and now manages to steal the rune from Quinn. This would be a big one. Gotta pay with his life most likely, but still, stealing region from Storm is massive.
Celery might die here as Stormstormer's got some help from Fishman, but they've also got Tofu coming over. They'll use the Dream Coil on the Undying. That'll allow Fishman to die too. So 2 kills here for the side of Gaimin Gladiators, with a little bit of help from these supports rotating over.
Not the best trade.
It's going to be a multi-dimensional save here for Oracle with that False Promise. Dream Coil placed down. Like you said, they do have False Promise, but the silence, the lasso, that's lasting for a while, and now they go to the Doom, but they've got themselves the save. So Doom, lasso, Dream Coil,
healing cell on top of him.
To try and get this Storm. They get the kill on the Celery. They'll take out Tofu. The rotation's not exactly what they need, as now Duraccio comes in. Watson skewering him, the skewer into the tower to Kataomi. Quinn with a good amount of health, but how much mana? Not enough, as they lose a third with the TP in from the Magnus. So it looked like, hey, we saved the day. We've got ourselves the Storm okay. But you bring in these heroes for the drums of Slom. So does the Aegis pickup counterbalance what has been picked up here for Gaimin Gladiators? And that
Coil
thought, they go to the
Quinn.
Coil. Early False Promise
Celery's in
on
trouble.
the Quinn, and they'll get the kill on the Celery. They'll take the Oracle. That's probably why he threw out the False Promise to start, but it's not going to save Quinn.
Coil, keeping him long enough alive for Toby to get close and get...
Well, we'll see. As Gaimin Gladiators, it looks like they're setting up to fight again, but a 5-man smoke coming out from Entity. They'll show the waveform in. They'll turn it into the Magnus on Watson. They've got the Dream Coil down again. They go to the Primal Roar from the other side to go to the Undying.
Oh, nice.
These heroes are in a little bit of trouble. They'll get the kill on the Celery. They'll take out Fishman. So it ends up being a trade 1-for-1 at the moment. Ball laning up onto the high ground, throwing out that shockwave, and that hits on a Tofu. They get the kill onto the Techies. They'll take it a second. They'll buy back on the Undying as Doom is low, but Doom's not dying. Nobody's able to finish off the kill here on Toby. So Quinn, with not a lot of mana remaining, needs to run away, while on the other side of the fight, they get the kill on Ace. So Watson gets himself on a mega kill streak.
He's out of mana completely here.
Yeah,
Can't run away from this one.
Nowhere to go. Flame Break doesn't exactly land, but they don't need it. They get themselves that kill on the Quinn, and it is all Entity in this game 1, coming past the 15-minute mark.
A little surprised that Gaimin Gladiators disappears.
You have to draft that. That's the Magician lineup. Want to see it disappear?
Having Book of Shadows, there are 5 items. We can go on.
Whoa,
Thornbird gets the jump, plays down Observer Ward.
Deep Blink, lasso onto the Oracle, so they're trying to get the kill onto the Oracle and make sure he's not able to get the False Promise off, but they've already lost themselves Fishman. And the
Rachel looking for an angle.
Doing some damage. We'll go to the Harpoon. They've got themselves the RP. It's going to be onto the Batrider. They get the kill to Kataomi, so they've taken it a second. The Doom's going to be committed onto Ace, but Ace doing everything. Quinn coming in with a triple kill and looking for the rest. Lockdown's lacking them. They've already used the Primal Roar and the RP, so they can't exactly chase on him. It spots them, but he doesn't jump to it, so the Aegis is going to be picked up here. The cheese is on the ground.
Well, there's someone's cheese intolerant, lactose, because no one picked it up. It's going to take them some time to figure it out that it's gone.
Dream Coil on a 3 of the
he's in.
backlines. Stormer, Duraccio was in already. They get the kill on a Fishman. They're going to look towards the rest as the Dream Coil again was already used, and they still have Doom on cooldown for another 5 seconds. The Primal Roar committed on the Stormer, and they get the kill onto the puck. They'll look over at Kataomi, who's trying to get across this bridge inside the river, as the rest of Gaimin Gladiators are following him across. It's a little precarious to traverse, but enough to get the kill. And Quinn now on a mega kill streak, as the early parts of his game were a little bit slow, but he has started to pop off. Tracks are a little bit low. Ball lightning all the way over, looking for Fishman. Spots him, but the silence coming in from Stormer, working with an Aegis here on Quinn, so not too afraid to lose that first life with the rest of his team around. Skewer hitting a couple, and now a lot of Lincolns getting popped. He'll turn to the Magnus on Watson, trying to turn this one around. They get the RP. It's only going to be on the Fishman. Now they go to the lasso, controlling up Dyrachyo, who doesn't have that Aegis, but they get the false promise off. Celery's going to be killed off afterwards, but he's already got the save on Dyrachyo. He might still die afterwards, and he's not over the threshold, so he'll be able to survive, but they get the kill on Ace, and they'll look over at Quinn. They took the Aegis out of his hands. They've got the silence. The Infernal Blade, the ball lightning, trying to get some distance, goes the other way.
Left, right, he's going. Entity, they are smoked. There will be, again, vision, providing some vision from Dire Ward.
Dream Coil, and that's going to be on the back lines. The silence comes out of Celery. They'll use the Doom. It's on Ace. Celery trying to survive here so he can throw out a false promise. And, well, right now they get the kill to Katsuomi. He's going to buy back. They get the kill to Celery. He's also going to buy back. And now look at the heroes on the side of the fight. They go to the RP. It's going to be on the Undying as well as the Morphling. They take out Toby. They'll take out the Doom, the Blast Off. They have the Hex. It's on a Fishman. He's dead once again. And these heroes on the side of Entity take out the rest. With no Ace, no Tofu, they start to...
Spirit Illusions. Find something big. Maybe a lasso, maybe a Doom.
Sending it into the right area. Storm going to come over, but now he's going to ball lightning all the way over onto the Doom. They'll go to the Hex. They've got the Lincolns onto him. The RP's going to come through. It's a big one. Dreamcoil's going to lock up Quinn. They get the kill on Toby. They'll take him out for a while, but a while's short when you've got buyback. They get Kateomi. He's dead for 76 seconds. He doesn't have buyback with a BKB being popped by Watson. They're going to go after the side of Gaimin Gladiators and try to turn this around. The damage on the Celery, the silence on him. They'll kill him off before he's able to use the false promise, but Fishman get chased by Quinn and Ace. They get the kill there onto this Undying, and they use the Doom on Ace. The attention over onto the techies as well from Stormstormer, but he TPs out with the Doom onto Ace. They'll kill off this Beastmaster.
They'll pick up the gem as well. Morphling, every single time he finds an opportunity to turn into these Beastmasters, stealing how he wants to approach it. Buyback coming out from Ace. Gaimin Gladiators still want to contest this one.
Not really certain they needed to buy back there. Dreamco is going to be placed down on the Quinn as well.
Got the pull off.
Tofu down to about half health. They've got themselves the Electric Vortex as well as the Primal Roar. Can they get the kill here on the Stormstormer? Yes, they can. So they'll take him out. He's got buyback. Now, a lot of these heroes on Entity have buyback remaining because they used it in the last engagement. That includes Toby, who dies and is dead for 90 seconds. Fishman, Vortex, bunkering inside the Tombstone. He's going to be safe for now as they've got the lasso out. They get the kill to Dyrachyo. They'll get the kill to the Magnus. He's dead for 90, but he does have buyback. Ace is dead once again. Watson moving forward, throwing that adaptive strike on a Tofu, and they'll pause or something. The thing is, too, like, it lost 30 seconds on its cooldown for just 0.25 on the duration. They go in with the Doom. That's going to be on a Celery, and now they're going to go again. They put it on a Quinn, so Quinn's going to have this BKB, Watson, but he's in a little bit of trouble. They go and get themselves the RP to follow this up. Do they have the damage? No, not really. Watson's so tanky. They get the kill to Quinn. They'll take it a 6-time spree on his hands, and they look over at Dyrachyo, get another kill. Both these heroes don't have buyback, as they did, in fact, buy out on that Ags on Quinn, and he's... I'll have to see. Doom used as... That's right on the Ace. So ball lightning in. They've got the Hex. They're trying to keep Ace alive. They're doing an okay job. They've got the Reins of Destiny down and dropped on top of these heroes on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, trying to get some heal. Tombstone. But Celery dies, and they go to the Primal Roar. It's going to be on a Watson. Watson getting a little bit low. They've got the RP that lands on a Stormstormer. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. They take out Watson. He does have buyback. Down goes Stormstormer. These heroes both have buyback, but the Vortex onto 2 more, and Toby's in trouble. They'll get a kill there on a Toby. They look over at Fishman. 4 heroes die as Dyrachyo's got a triple kill, all at the expense of being against Mega Creeps.
Now they need to go in seconds until Aegis. Can they time it?
They might be able to do so. They've got Stormstormer moving forward, and he needs to be very careful. Again, Creeps coming in. They've got the Aegis now down with the Dream Coil used on Quinn. This is keeping them away from the base. Ace is he's forced to retreat, so now you have to fight without Ace. They've got the lasso. It's going to be on a Celery. That means he's not going to be able to get the false promise off. They get the kill to Fishman. They've got buyback on Fishman. They go to the false promise. The Reins of Destiny are down. They get the kill to Dyrachyo. He's going to be dead for 2 minutes. Quinn trying to do all he can, but he's over the threshold, looking like he's going to die here. He goes into the Vortex, but pops. Everybody dead for Gaimin Gladiators that don't have buyback, and that includes Quinn, Dyrachyo, as well as Celery, and the only ones who can hold are Ace and Tofu. They'll call GG instead, and Entity will take game number 1 over Gaimin Gladiators.
That's a good way to start. We did mention that in this year, Entity did not man him. No one notices that he's actually gone, and then you kill him underneath the tower or something. But
Damn.
should not be an easy one. This is also bottom lane, like not the lane we usually see, and good surround coming out from these Shadow Demon illusions as well.
So we're taking a lot of damage
Wow,
and will actually
nicely
fall
done.
to Kataomi. That is maybe a little bit of a surprise this early on, but the surround was there, the decay hits, and
Yes, yeah, pretty much. Arcane boots, straight up arcane boots. So something that Shadow Demon likes to play with is having some kind of mana sustain in the lane. So having these early arcane boots is going to help out a lot in terms of getting potentially another kill. And Toby, he's not pushed out of the lane by any means. Tofu, he's getting a kill here. Fishman definitely loves to go for these early trades.
yeah, I mean, this is just Fishman getting out a little bit too far, and
You wanted
Stormstormer
to see it.
getting that kill on a Quinn. I mean, that is the Reaper Scythe doing its deed there and getting that.
He's going for Kai Assange, making him super tanky, having that heal amplification as well. Stormstormer is not killable, but Gaimin Gladiators, they are playing, like, staying away from Necro. Another charge.
Again. Charge and the ult used here by the Undying, as damage onto this Enchantress is enough. Nature's Attendant's not going to keep him alive, and Ratio goes the other way. They've also got Ace nearby, but Watson comes down towards bottom, skewer towards the Twin Gate, and Quinn's going to be in a +1 here as well. Remnant forward, charge comes in, that hits Quinn.
Shackle
Quinn's
doesn't
shackle
connect.
shot not going to connect. Toby sitting with not a lot of health, only 450 at the moment, but Quinn, between three of these heroes, he's got Ace for some help. Roche, meanwhile, killing off Kataomi. Toby now going to die here to Quinn. They go to the RP. That's going to land on a 2. Only level 4 here for Fishman. He falls to Quinn. Double kill there. And now Watson needs to try and leave, but the skewer, the right clicks, the side of fist, the kill, the triple for Quinn.
It's exactly the fight that they needed. Like, sure, Watson joins. They get a kill in the raw region, gives them a little bit of armor. Got a perfect item for this game.
Watson now has vision on Ace thanks to the charge. He had it from the high ground, and they're going to come all the way around. The shackle connects. The charge will eventually hit. They do now have that level 6. If another strike comes through, the Reaper Scythe is there. They'll get themselves another stack on Stormstormer, and he has now got 3 Reaper Scythe stacks.
That's quite a lot. 6 HP region and 3 mana region. They got a stun
Blast
off.
Stormstormer.
He's a
bombs are
tanky
starting to
boy.
explode. They'll get the kill on a Fishman. Now they're going to look over as they'll end up losing Tofu, but the remnant forward from Quinn. They've got Celery here. Stormstormer tanky, but not tanky enough. That's a 4-time spree for Quinn, going after Watson. Atomi's here. Not any mana on Quinn. Do they have the damage to really do anything?
Only once. Ace has been very active on his Magnus, and now
They found
Toby.
themselves
Oof.
Toby, yeah. Charge coming in. Can they save the life of this Undying? And they will for a moment. As Duraccio, he's going to back off, but get hit by that Nether Strike. Now they go and pull it. Toby, they get the kill onto the Undying, trying to TP out. They've got the Reaper Scythe, and that will get the kill on Duraccio. That's a trade well worth. But can they find anything more? I know they were pinging Roche just a second ago. Who's in a heart next. Trying to stay as survivable as possible. Get some armor, get some regen.
There's the Death Seeker in action.
My God. Death Seeker, no Reaper Scythe for 25 seconds. These mines starting to do some damage. The Harpoon showed off by Ace. We go to the Nether Strike. Fishman trying to kill himself to neutrals, unable to do so. As Sticky Bomb blast off. Proximity Mine, the damage on a Toby. Oh, wow, they have lost 2 now. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Death Seeker on cooldown for
Might
another
go
12
with 10
seconds.
power. Here we go.
Trying to do everything it can, but now when it splits, it's got 2 stuns. They have the Harpoon, they'll skewer him back. Trying to use that Ghost Shroud to
They need to
survive, but a
save.
2-second stun. They've got the Disruption save, but behind them is the RP, and that's going to be Kataomi dying. They look over at Watson, but he's surviving. Quinn's taking a lot of damage. Reaper Scythe off cooldown. They get the kill on a Quinn. Now they're going to look towards the rest. Power Shot doesn't land, but these heroes on the side of Entity now feeling a lot more safe. See if they want to maybe stake that out. Charge on to Ace, and Stormstormer, he's a bit far back on this fight. They go to the Nether Strike, but as he starts to put up his heals, they go and pop the BKB on Ace.
There's
RP
the
to follow it
nullifier.
up. Toby, he's going to die, but they should be able to at least get the trade on Ace. The Shackle connects on Dyrachyo. They've got the Glimmer Cape. The Blast Off lands on it too. They'll take out Fishman, Stormstormer, Death Seeking, and Gleipnir down. Dyrachyo low. He'll end up dead. Kataomi is going to fall on the Shadow Demon with the BKB from Quinn. He's starting to run away. They've only got 2 alive on Entity, but they do tier 1 they just took on the Radiant side.
Network lead keeps increasing for Gaimin Gladiators. They are farming. They understand that they can't really show on the lane, so most of the time they are farming these outer rings. So can't be charged by Spirit Breaker. Fishman gets the ulti off.
Strike. There's the Harpoon as well as the Skewer back away from the rest of the team. So Entity, I don't really think that they can continue to go in for these heroes, but Yule's up into the air. Sticky Bomb.
If they find an opening, Fishman will buy back immediately.
Shackle connects onto Dyrachyo. You called it. They've got the Shackle. They get the Reaper Sight. They get the kill on Dyrachyo. Now they're going to look towards the rest of the team. Fishman's charging in on a Quinn, but they go to the RP.
No follow-up.
Follow-up damage. They've got no Dyrachyo, and Quinn was remnanting away from the fight.
They need
Charge
a Shackle.
connects. Remnant's
They get
not
it.
far, but they've got the Shackle. It'll connect. Quinn now still trying to leave this fight, but won't be able to do so. At least by his own terms. They'll put him in a body bag and send him to respawn for another minute.
Yeah, some good disruptions. And wow, Ace actually catches Fishman. TPs. Uses Skewer. Let's see if he can harpoon. Another Skewer is available, plus a Blink Dagger.
Charge.
Fishman's out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Out towards Dyrachyo.
Because Kataomi was the one who TP'd out first, and they managed to find an opening on Necro. Shadow Demon, no Blink Dagger available on him.
Only trying to fool him with the illusions, but they figured out his tricks.
Gaimin Gladiators, they heavily punish Entity for falling back like that. Potentially setting up things with Observer Ward, but Tofu knows exactly where they are.
Remnant all the way to the Twin Gate, and they'll take out that Observer Ward, so the Vision's now gone. Sticky Bomb once again. There's the Harpoon as well as the Skewer back. Toby trying to survive. The Nullifier's on him. Quinn comes over. They go to the Reaper site. They get the kill on Ace immediately. That means no RP. He doesn't even have buyback to get back into the fight by the Outpost. Damage on a Fishman to take out one. Now they look over Toby again. They've got the Nullifier once more with the Searing Chains. Watson's going to fall behind him. They don't have buyback on any of these heroes on the side of Entity. As Stormstormer trying to do all he can, but the focus is on the Kataomi as well. Right clicks, Tofu not dying, Nullifier, Impetus, the Remnant over, Quinn moving quickly. He's got that Axe. And they have the pullback in, the kill there, the ultra kill for Quinn and a full team wipe for the side of Gaimin Gladiators, despite the fact that they lost Ace to start that fight.
So Demon first could be a big one. And you can see that they caught a glimpse of him.
They see the Vision on the high ground again. They go to the charge. They'll Death Seeker onto Celery. He's going to use that Glimmer Cape to stun onto Toby. Toby taking a lot of damage. He's already down below half health, but he's surviving for now with the disruption on him. It's only extending the inevitable from what it seems to get the kill there on a Toby. They go to the Reaper site. That's going to be on the Ace, but they get the kill afterwards. Kataomi falls. The buybacks come out. Plenty from Entity. They've got 3 of them already used with the Lincolns being popped on Stormstormer. Side of Fist from Quinn. Quinn sitting towards the back end of this with no Ace, no RP. Can they still take Watson over in the mid lane? And they're going to skewer him back. He goes to the BKB. They've got the buyback coming up from Fishman, but there's the refresher from Quinn. Remnant away. Damage from the Enchantress. Celery. Why not just get closer? Make sure he's not able to output as much damage as you want him to. That was a Death Seeker away from the rest of the team. They go to the Harpoon and they're just skewer him back and get the kill. They took him out. Fishman follows him to the grave.
Oh, this has to be game. Like this Death Seeker, sure, he does have buyback available, but as soon as he used it, Ace finds an opportunity, skewers him back further away from the team, knows that there's not going to be disruption available. Quinn recharging his HP and mana, coming back into a fight. He hit that level 25 long time ago, 2 Sleight of Fist charges, and Dyrachyo just got his.
They're going to pop that Lincoln, so go for Watson. Toby's in, goes to the Flesh Golem. And there is the Hurricane Pike, the Reaper Scythe coming through, not killing Dyrachyo, so that's on cooldown. There's not really much more for them to output, because they've got the Disruption. They'll get the kill on Dyrachyo. They've got buyback available on this CK. They do have a 40,000 net worth lead that they can work with. And there's the heart. Gone. Quinn, again, beyond godlike. I'm telling you, that neutral flipped a switch in his head. There's been no way turning back. They're going to pull back in Stormstormer. They've got the damage onto the CK. They'll take the first life out of his hands. Sticky Bomb, Remnants, Quinn moving in with BKB, Searing Chains. Now they've got the RP. And they do the damage, though. Toby surviving, and now Remnant back towards Kataomi. They get the kill on Toby. He doesn't have buyback. They'll find themselves Stormstorm with the right-click damage coming up from Celery, as well as Duraccio. He's got no buyback. Down goes Kataomi, and they'll look over at Watson. They'll finish off the full team wipe and get the victory as GG is called. 48 minutes into the game, 48,000 net worth. Gaimin Gladiators are pushing us to a game 3.
Stormstormer dominate. Because it's not an easy one to land. Like, even though Quinn doesn't have a point in the simulate, so he can't dodge it, staying one step ahead of the enemy, whereas you're like, well, you know, maybe I got it on level 3, you don't even get it, and then he doesn't pop Shadow Strike at all. And now Toby level 1.
Yeah, dead here.
Power
Duraccio
shot.
getting first blood. Well, first hit bash action. Second hit? No. Open and bash 100% of the time, but that's just not happening.
Control these runes. It's very important. This is how Gaimin Gladiators play. You know that they're going to be 6 minutes into the game, playing around Quinn, getting runes for him. Kataomi getting silenced. Does have Lotus available. And turns around and gets the bash.
Yeah, but I think he's still dead, and it's unfortunate. You know, he used that charge to try and make sure that Duraccio didn't follow him, but that's not going to work out. Top lane, Tofu, Arcane Curse wearing off, and he'll survive. So throws a sticky bomb out, not even going to be needed. They've got this Ion Shell on Ace, so he just runs down Fishman, and they get yet another kill. It's already 4-0. And
I mean, you can't really control it afterwards, but perfect timing. Gets charge on Lich, so they swap the targets. The charge was initially on Duraccio. And they go again, another shackle.
Yeah,
and they
puts him right in front of the
Fairy
tree.
Fire, stick, it's more than enough to survive.
Yeah, and then he gets the kill on Kataomi, so he's able to get some health back, and there's nothing that Toby can do, but they've got a rotation coming in from Fishman from the Twin Gate.
He's healing up.
And Duraccio is healing up. Stormstormer now shows up. It's a party bottom for Entity.
I loved the smile on Duraccio after he tried his best. Like, I don't think you can do anything better in this situation. He did have Raindrop, Magic Stick, Fairy Fire, kill a couple of creeps, and they're gonna get another one.
Are they? Yes, but when? I want to say somebody TP's down here, and they might have been able to, like, clean up, especially Quinn with, like, an Astral Stepper. Charge through that wall. You've got the Spirit Breaker coming your way, but he's just an illusion, easily taken care of, and that's that first use of the wall that doesn't net them a kill. Down Fishman. Arcane Curse, Charge, Quinn, Resonant Pulse. So he's got a shield to work with, but that Arcane Curse is just going to continue on him. It's not going to matter when you get the kill on a Fishman. And he's got
level 2 Arcane Curse. You don't care too much about it. And also holding on to Arcane Rune again. Medusa dropping low.
Blast off this time hits. Aether Remnant, now no mana, and the life, you see how quickly it goes down. There's no way to survive, and Quinn's going to get another. And Arcane Rune doing a lot and allowing him to go towards the top lane and get that kill on the Medusa. Rupture used. Toby now going back out of the Bloodright. Throws a shackle, goes to the Focus Fire. Sinister Gaze on Kataomi, as well as the Frost Blast on Toby to get the kill. They come over here with both supports, but there's nothing really supporting Toby's life in that exchange.
These stuns that they have, which is also fine. Most of the time you want to go for BKB immediately. Might change his mind still.
They don't have Global Silence, so they're going to try and go after Ace. They have the charge, but he pops the mech, so now he's surviving a lot of heroes here. He's silenced for a long time, though. Chain Frost bouncing, and he goes to the wall. So Blood right down, they get the kill on a Fishman. They'll end up losing Ace. The right clicks in from Duraccio. The Aether Remnant not needed, and Duraccio's moving at the speed of light. He gets a couple of kills.
They went for it.
And really no follow-up to it.
After they saw the wall, they did not want to go for it. And also, seeing Illusion Rune on Quinn, usually Silencer is really good.
Global Silence.
Locking him down.
Tofu. Now on the run, Kataomi, he is going to be run down here by Quinn, and the last word's not enough damage, so you don't get the kill on a Tofu. It turns into a 4,000 net worth lead. The whole time Duraccio's farming, he's finished off that Yasha. Like, this is going really well for Gaimin Gladiators.
Again, Entity, it feels like they don't have that real playmaker. Queen of Pain is relatively bait.
They found themselves Toby. Shackle connects, but Ace is here, so you try to pig pull yourself, you're not going to get that far away, and Quinn's got himself a killing spree. He's 5-1-1, and he's going into the Mantis.
Patch. We added 0.1 damage per stat to them. When he's chasing Again, Gaimin Gladiators controlling all the runes. Tofu, that connecting. On my screen, it actually hit.
We'll have to get you a different replay. They go here for Fishman. They get the kill, and they charge forward, going to the Nether Strike. So Celery, well, he's got Chain Frost if these heroes get close to each other, but he doesn't want to turn to stone. He'll try to TP out, and the Mystic Snake hits, and Watson has a kill. But that gives the opportunity for Quinn to come back in. Stormstormer jumping in with the blink. Charge going to go through, looking for that normal punch. I liked the change from normal punch being a shard to being an axe.
Oh, I think most Darkshire players would disagree. Stun does
Well,
connect.
they can disagree all they want. Sinister Gaze, and there's the vacuum into the wall. Toby, Fishman, both in trouble. The Global Silence comes out a little bit late.
It's
they go
not
to the Sonic
enough.
Wave from Stormstormer. There's no damage here. Astral Step, Fishman in trouble, gets to the back lines. Aether Remnant, Nether Strike. Now Quinn in some trouble. Right clicks in, but he's got some help. Frost Shield, not going to be enough. Fishman still gets the kill on a Quinn. They'll end up losing the Void Spirit. I think maybe a little bit of lack of commitment there from Gaimin Gladiators, too. Again,
Oh, he has Shield Rune in bottle, plus Ion Shell on top of him.
they spot Watson, and I think they're going to catch the vision on him. So the Astral Step, the Aether Remnant, they've got him locked down with that wall, that normal punch. The Medusa Illusions are going to start to kick your butt. Watson can't get away from himself. Nether Strike through onto Tofu, but Katomi hit by the normal punch and killed off by Ace. So Ace has a double kill. The vacuum back into the Rupture. Daracio's got one. That's 3 kills here for Gaimin Gladiators. You come into their arena, and they're going to make you pay for it. Right.
We'll get silenced.
There's the silence. And Daraccio, he doesn't have Rupture, but again, blink away, Stormstormer, only dealing with 260 health. They caught him with the Aether Remnant, the Scream, the Yules, the Sticky Bomb, and the blink again. Blood right, but no blink. And Stormstormer's going to be run down by the side of Gaimin Gladiators while Ace dies to Watson.
This type of a chase, you would not expect them to connect.
And I'll back up towards the Tormentor, but they know that Gaimin Gladiators are here, so taking that Tormentor's ill-advised. You don't want to lower your own health by taking that thing. And Stormstormer blinks. Quinn jumping in and finds him. Normal punch, and Stormstormer, whoa! Surviving with 45 health, and they still get him at the end. Quinn making sure not to leave any survivors. Ace has the Guardian Greaves. The Global Silence comes out before Fishman dies, but it doesn't really do anything for him. Watson gonna try and help the fight.
Tower instead.
Glyph their own creep, so after the Glyph, they're going to try and keep the pressure on to get the tier 3 over bottom. Stormstormer, need to be careful. Quinn's not going to be afraid of just jumping in and going for you, and that's exactly what he does. Jumps in and goes for you. They'll get the kill on a Stormstormer. The Shackle Shot's going to be a little bit too late. They've got the Sinister Gaze on a Toby. They go after Kataomi. Now there's the Stone Gaze with the wall down. Can they pull him back into the wall? This Medusa Illusion, the Nullifier out on a Toby. The charge lands on a 2 heroes. Daraccio hit with the Glimmer Cave coming out from Celery. Kataomi ends up falling. Down goes Toby. They look over at Watson. Blast off, normal punch, hitting him with everything and a kaboom. They'll get the kill onto the Medusa. They'll buy back on Toby. There's not much for them to do as they'll lose that bottom set of racks.
When it's time to call it, it is time to call it because they have no business left in this game. They do rely on cooldowns. Medusa pops the Stone Gaze, but they're too farmed at the moment and they keep chasing them down again.
Oof. Fishman, Toby, Queen is unstoppable. I think he knows that. And GG is called. Gaimin Gladiators are going to pull out the reverse sweep here and take games 2 and 3 to win this series. 32-9 in this last game.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
over
one.
a K a minute for the net worth, too.